Close your eyes and picture Satan. What do you see? A horned creature, a fallen angel? A whispering shadow? An independent being of pure evil roaming the cosmos, tempting humanity since the beginning of time? This image has shaped centuries of fear. But here's the question we've been avoiding. If this being exists, and God created him, and God sustains him, and God lets him tempt billions of souls, what does that make God? Non-believers have asked this question for centuries. Some have even gone further, astaghfirullah, and said the being described sounds more like a devil than a god. And honestly, if the premise is true, their logic is sound. The only way out is to examine the premise itself. Here's the popular belief. Allah created a being called Iblis from fire. Iblis disobeyed and became Shaitan. He then recruited other jinn to become his army of devils. These are literal, independent, evil beings who roam the earth. This belief is so widespread, it feels like faith itself. But let's look at what this belief logically implies. God created a being he knew would become evil. God sustains that being. God then punishes those souls for falling to the temptations he allowed. This is the logical conclusion, and it leads directly to the non-believer's accusation. Your God is complicit in evil. This is not a straw man. Let's give the skeptic their due. Their argument goes like this. If your God is all-powerful and all-good, he could stop Satan instantly. He could have created a universe with no evil being, but he didn't. Instead, he created a being he knew would rebel, lets that being run wild, and then punishes the humans. This is a game he knew most would lose. For thinking people, including many believers, this argument creates a crisis of faith. We can't just dismiss it. The only real answer is to re-examine what Satan actually means. Let's look at how the Qur'an speaks. In many verses, Allah mentions the angels, malaika, as a category. This is the key that unlocks everything. But in other verses, he mentions Gibreel separately. Whoever is an enemy to Gabriel and his angels, and Gabriel and Michael. Notice, Allah mentions the angels generally, then Gabriel and Michael specifically. Does this mean they aren't angels? No. Gibreel is an angel, but his rank is so significant. This is the pattern. Separate mention means special rank. Now apply this exact same logic to mankind and jinn. The Quran mentions mankind generally and jinn separately. Jinn are not a different species. They are a rank within creation, specifically those with hidden authority and power. The word jinn means hidden, concealed. Who are the hidden ones? Leaders, principalities, decision makers. The Bible confirms this exactly. We wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers. This is not about invisible demons. It's about corrupt leadership, evil systems, harmful ideologies, the hidden forces that shape our world. Now we can understand Iblis correctly. Iblis was of the jinn of that rank. He was in a position of authority and honor. But he chose rebellion. He chose pride. He chose to become distant from God. And what is the word for that? That word is shaitan. Shaitan is not a name, it is a description. The root shaitana means to be distant, to rebel. So Iblis became a shaitan by his choice, just as a human who chooses corruption becomes a shaitan by their choice. Surah 6:1 and 12 confirms this. Devils from among mankind and jinn, the same word, the same description. Evil is a choice. But what about the hadith? The devils are chained in Ramadan. If there are no literal devils, what does this mean? The devils here are the rebellious impulses within us, our anger, our greed, our ego. In Ramadan, we chain them. It is about human beings proving they can master themselves. The chains are in our hands. God isn't imprisoning monsters. Now we can see why this is urgent. It removes the contradiction. God did not create a monster called Satan. He created beings with free will. The responsibility lies with the chooser, not the creator. It answers the strongest argument against God. God is good. It places responsibility where it belongs, on us. No more blaming an external being for our failures. The battle is in your ego. The same God who gave you free will give you the tools to conquer your inner Satan, conscience, reason, and revelation. The devil is not out there, it is in here, and you can defeat it. Share your thoughts below. I'm Geo Explore. This is Veritas Explore. Stay curious.